is up, everybody? Welcome back again. So today I was planning on actually taking the Fury and doing a video, but I got thinking, man, the subject of what I wanted to do this video about, this bike just fits better. So even though the Fury hasn't been on the channel a whole lot lately, and I know in a while, I'm doing one more on the FJR because I want to represent the sport bikes, or sportier style bikes, I should say. Technically, not a sport bike. But we had something happen to us a couple weeks ago now that got me really thinking about the old versus the new riders, you know. And to be honest, there's been a divide between us. There really has. And even I got guilty of making this assumption about certain people. At least I can say, you know, what's up? See, that right there, man, they're waving at us. Cruisers and sport bikes ain't as far apart as what I thought. But this video is more about the new school riders versus the old school riders. It kind of blew my mind, man, what happened. And as I'm sure most of you can guess, if I use the thumbnail I think I'm going to be using, of what happened, dude, made my day. We're gonna wait though, because we're gonna see if Torque wants to chime in on this since he was one of the ones there, and maybe Tiger if he ever decides to answer his phone, but we'll see. We're getting more on that in a little bit.
Alright, let's see what this new setup does on the helmet and on the back of the bike.
Look at my booty.
I don't want to.
Hey, this was your idea today.
Oh, no. The camera. You have the booty view. That's what
right.
That's called.
Yes, but when you guys look at my camera, you have to look at my, or look at your camera, you have to look at my ass.
No, I'm not even looking at the camera. I don't even care. That camera can... Well, actually, no, I don't want it to fall off. We've already had loss of camera.
Yes. Anyway, back to the topic of today's video. Like I already started talking earlier, dude, we ran into the coolest old lady on the planet, I think. She just came up to us, man, and she started seeing Torque's light and mine going off and was asking about that. And we're always happy to talk about our lights, man.
Always happy to talk about our bikes. We're conceited. Well, we're not conceited. We're convinced that we have beautiful bikes.
I'm not convinced. I didn't get convinced. It's a fact.
That's a little bit of conceit-ish.
I don't care. Convince me otherwise. People always ask about our lights, and this guy's being real awesome, being parked halfway in the friggin'...
Yeah, I don't even get that.
There's no one in front of him. Whatever. And they were sitting there just telling her about the lights, man. Obviously, you know, they asked the same question they always do. Are them legal? The answer to that, in Michigan, no, they are not. But no cop will ever mess with it because they know why we do it. They know how awesome it looks, and it is safer.
Safety, 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 safety. I don't care how good it looks, them lights are about safety.
That's not what they were originally about, though. Like, the first 10 seconds we thought, dude, this is cool. But the next, like, couple hours, really gas safety. You know, and then we're explaining that to her, and this lady, she had to be in her 70s or 80s, I would say.
I think she said she was late 80s, early 90s. She wouldn't tell us exactly, you know, women in their age thing.
Right. But, you know, it's like we both looked at her, and like I said, dude, we're all guilty of this, man, because people from that generation, she's sitting there talking about how her and her husband always go around on their Harley. And, you know, I make that assumption. It's a general assumption for the most part, man, that people from that era and that age do not like sport bikes.
They're loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, those are some of the most hardcore Harley rider, cruiser rider people on the face of the earth. And dude, she's shocked the hell out of all of us, man. She looks at Torque's bike and she goes, "Can I sit on it?" Yes, ma'am, you can.
All over.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's like, dude, you went back there and you helped her on the bike. I'm holding the bike for her. It's like, we'll get you on there, man. It's like, this is like, you want to go for a ride? It's like, dude, we're all for this. You're blowing our minds right now. You know, breaking down barriers.
If I would have had to lift that old lady up onto my bike, I would have. 100%, no doubt. I would have scooped her up like a pack of potatoes, and I would have sat her on my bike.
For sure. For sure. Like I said, I'm probably going to use the one photo for the thumbnail for this video, and I'll put them both in here, dude, because dude, these were just natural pictures that her daughter took. Her daughter was there the whole time, just like, you are not doing this, Mom. You are not, no way you are doing this. It's like, oh yes, and we are instigating or incentivizing it.
Yeah, we're definitely letting it happen for sure.
Yeah, we were not being responsible. It's like, no, old lady, and like, no, we're gonna get around there, man. We're gonna break down barriers, and that's my whole thing right now, man. Is, dude, that opened my eyes up. It's like, dude, not everyone's like that, and we all make that assumption, dude. And more it goes on, dude, it's like, I get some of these older guys coming up looking at my bikes. It's like, dude, these are friggin' awesome, man, and it surprises the hell out of me, to be honest.
What really surprised me is, you know, she seemed like an upper class.
Yeah, like a middle upper class, you know. She does.
Yeah, she didn't look like she would enjoy the motorcycles at all.
Right, let alone ones that look like these, you know. Well, you know, sport bikes, you know. It's like you see something like Heidi there or Felicia here, and it's like, dude, it's like, they ain't gonna like these. They're gonna hate these bikes. I don't know. I couldn't get that out of my head. You know, as I told them, man, a couple weeks you guys will be on there. I got to talk about this because it mind me.
And how many people, Fury, have you showed the pictures? Because me personally, I've been showing them off.
Yeah.
To everybody that has actually looked at. No, we're going forward.
Oh, that's right. We can go that way. I was going the old way. The other way, I guess. But yeah, dude, like, you know, like a lot of people know, man, I'm on Tonnit. I talk about that app all the time. If you're not on there, get on there because it's awesome. And no, I don't get anything for mentioning it. But, you know, it's like, dude, people on there were losing their minds about it, dude. They're like, oh, you guys are so cool for doing this. It's like, no, man, dude, she's cool for doing it, man.
Yeah, it's not even about us being cool because,
right,
in my personal opinion, if you have something that others don't, you want to share. I mean, no, I'm not just going to go share my bike and let everybody and their brother ride it, but share the experience.
Yeah, and like you can see in the pictures, dude, like she was ear to ear, dude. That made her night, dude. That made my like entire freaking month, though.
No, we're going to Verna's, and then timing from Verna's to Pat and Dandy's.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to take the same route to see if you agree with me that we only need so many
blockers. Yeah.
Because this is the route we're going to take from Clam Digger to Verna's.
Right. That's why I went this way. But yeah, for any of you that are wondering, this is just kind of like a prelim ride for the memorial we're doing in a couple weeks. So we get an idea, because we've never done anything like this before. And come on, dude, really? 25?
Well, the speed limit is 35, I do believe.
Yep.
Alrighty, Fury's on a roll already.
Well, get on the gas or get out the way. Dude, no one does the speed limit down through here anyway. If you're not doing 45, you're getting ran over.
Well, obviously not. Not his thought, anyway.
Well, he's less worried about getting run over than I am, okay? Watch out on the left. Somebody lost a glove, that poor kid.
I thought it was a pile of dog dew.
It could have been inside the glove. I don't know. People do weird stuff. If there's dog dew in there, man, I would never play that hand in cards. You know why? Because that'd be a really hand.
Yeah, you got a pair of deuces.
Are they wild?
No.
Oh, man. I want a pair of deuces like a wild grandma on a Busa.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was like, man, it's like, I gotta make this video because I just can't get it out of my head. It blew my mind, man.
It did mine, too.
Dude, and I'll be honest, it opened my eyes, man. It's like I said, I always make that assumption that people like that don't like friggin' rockets, man. And dude, she was all about it.
It was amazing. It was absolutely 100% amazing, that's for sure.
Damn, Trucker Central today.
I can't believe this weather.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was so mad that it rained this morning. I was like, man, I get to ride in and I go outside. Oh, I was running late anyway, but I was like, and it's freaking raining still outside. I was like, oh, man.
Guy in the F-150 is nudging like he wants to race,
right.
Fury.
Like he's gonna, I'm gonna get the jump on him. Oh, is this Malibu gonna want to go?
No, he didn't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, come on, it's a Malibu. That's like super fast. What up, bro?
Yeah, super fast. He's gonna be the one to cut us off. Speed up a little bit. He's gonna be the one to cut us off and split between 3 lanes. Come on, Casper, get up here, buddy. There you go.
Right, dude.
He stayed right on Casper.
Yeah, I know. Dude. He was staying right up next to that SUV, dude. What a douche. I hate when people do that there. I'm not gonna let that go, man, because that's a douche thing to do.
Yeah, well, imagine people trying it with the Chevy, trying to push me into the middle lane.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen as much as like when you try and push a small car and be like, wait a minute. You know, it's like me on my bike, dude. It's like people try and push me, and it's like, he's not moving on that bike, so this dude ain't right in the head. I don't know if I want none of that.
Yeah, that guy that tried to push me in the Chevy, I was like, dude, it ain't gonna happen. You better slow down. Or speed way above the speed limit. He ended up slowing down because he got the idea that he was gonna hit me in order for me to move.
Anyway, back on topic again, since we keep getting distracted as always.
Normal thing, right?
Yeah. You know, dude, I'll be honest, now I'm thinking about it, I really shouldn't have been surprised, because, like, dude, my dad was always against sport bikes. He hated them. The first time he met Torque, when Torque pulled up on Susie, the Katana he had, he told him, man, you're a friggin' idiot. Well, maybe not in such nice words.
It wasn't so nice.
No, it really wasn't. But then, like, dude, we got him on one. As like, soon as he got on one, dude, he's all about it. And I showed up with the FJR. I was like, all right, where the keys at?
I think when Casper and I went out with you guys the day you borrowed our bike and went out with us, and you know, he kind of got the idea it's not the bike, it's the rider. And if you ride with common sense, there is no need to hate the bike.
Well, that's what gets me thinking a lot of times, man, that the older generations don't like these bikes because they all make the assumption on the bike. You know, it's like, oh, he's got a rocket, he rides like an you know, and then, you know, now it's like a lot of them, I think, with the older crowd are starting to realize, it's like, no, it's not the bike, it's the rider.
Yeah, 100% without a doubt.
Don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna sit here and say when I get on this thing, I don't want to go fast as hell.
We've already had that conversation.
Yeah. It's like, but, you know, we're not all like certain people that gotta go friggin' 120, 150, 180 miles an hour everywhere, man. It's like, we know there's a time and a place for it, and I think a lot of people are starting to recognize that.
That's racing, not riding, in my personal opinion. I like to call them people clowns.
You know, it's like even my dad, man, when he finally got him around to sport bikes, man, I think that's when he finally realized, you know, like you said, riding with you and Casper, and even I was on Bubbles that day. You know, it's like, man, they're not riding like a bunch of clowns all the time. It's like, it's not the bike, it's the rider. And then he started sitting there and was like, oh, well, I think that's when it started opening his mind. And he's like, I'm going to give it a shot. After he got on Pegasus, when we were down at the Dragon, man, he was all about it, man. He's like, oh, dude, I love these bikes now.
What the hell is that?
Confusion on 4 wheels.
Obviously. I mean, oh, it's a Fiat 500 with a bra. Like it's got big enough boobs to need a bra. Sorry, off subject again, guys.
A lot of that's going to be taken out because some of that's kind of mean. And I don't like mean stuff on my channel, man. I like to promote good stuff, you know, like old riders versus new riders getting along, not realizing that, dude, we gotta hate each other, man. Dude, we're all just riders.
If you're on the 2 wheels and you kind of ride respectfully, you do deserve a little bit of respect, in my opinion.
I'll even be real nice today just because I'm in such a generous freaking mood. 3 wheels even too. No! Not the slingshot, because that's not a motorcycle. That one does not count.
Okay. And we're not dissing anybody that rides a trike, guys.
No.
The original trike, 2 in the back, 1 in the front. I love a lot of them bikes.
Right.
We are dissing Can-Am riders.
I don't care for them. Dude, don't get me wrong. I've run into some very cool Can-Am riders. I just don't like the bike.
I don't like the bike neither, but the Can-Am, you know, it's growing on me a little little bit.
The Riker is. I don't like the Can-Am. I like the Riker though.
Well, they're both the same. They're both. Well, you're talking Spider then.
Yeah, I just call the one the Can-Am because I don't want to honor it with a name. And I never remember it. But yeah, as I did, and then that's a big thing too, man, is that a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like your bike, so I can't like you. No, dude, I don't like a lot of people's bikes. I have never hidden my disdain for the VMAX, but I know some VMAX riders, and they're good guys. I just don't like their bike.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, not everyone can have the awesome taste in bikes that I do, obviously.
Thank God.
Yeah, you all love my bikes, and you know it.
I won't deny, the Fury is a really comfortable, really nice riding bike. The FJR, I haven't rode it enough to give it a good review or not yet.
But we are going to rectify that, hopefully within a couple weeks here. I mean, like I said, I was going to take the Fury today, but given the subject matter I was talking about, and that this was the bike I had that night, it just seemed more appropriate. Because actually, really, if you think about it, it's the three same bikes that are here now that were there then. The only difference is the third rider was Tiger and not Casper. But they were both Katanas, so.
Yeah, one's newer than the other.
Oh yeah, only by a couple of years, like 9. But I don't want to think in 9 years that all of a sudden I'm old because 9 years went by.
Oh yeah, you're old.
Shut up. I'm not that old, damn it. I'm in my mid-30s. Leave me alone.
I'm in my mid-20s. I don't care. You're only as old as you act.
And by that logic, we go off of my original formulas. You never age past 21. You only have anniversaries. So, you know, if you're 40, you're on the 20th or 19th anniversary of your 21st birthday.
Okay. I like it. Sounds great to me.
I think right now we probably got enough footage. So we're going to go ahead and do an outro just so I don't forget later and I have to lazily put it in again. So this has been another episode talking about old versus new riders, bikes, and anything else we wondered our minds about. Well, see what's going on in the next time because I really don't know. I got so many videos planned and so little time to do them. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gremlin bell. Ding, ding, ding. And we'll see you in the next one. Zero out.